Hello, my name is Karla River and welcome to this week's episode of South Hawk News. Last week, we celebrated homecoming. From the football game, the parade, to finding out who was crowned homecoming king and queen. To start us off, here's Rolando Llanes with more on the South Parade.
Harlingen South held their homecoming parade last Thursday. There were 30 floats participating in this year's parade. It was a big turnout, and there were so many families out there supporting South Hawks. They also had some feeder schools participate, which are Treasure Hills and Jefferson Elementary, Coakley, and Bella Middle School. Some of the participants at the parade were the 2025 senior class, water polo, the Mighty Hawk Band, and the boys basketball team, who ended up using a boat as their float for the parade. There was plenty of candy for people of all ages to snack on and enjoy the parade. If you didn't get a chance to catch the parade, you can watch it on the Media Arts and Communications Academy YouTube channel. Reporting for Hawk News, I'm Rolando Llanes.
The 2024 homecoming king and queen were crowned, as these two were elected by their peers to represent their school spirit at the upcoming homecoming dance. Here's Ember Tovar with the story.
This past Friday, Harlingen South celebrated their homecoming game against Donna North, where they announced homecoming king and queen. Homecoming king was Dylan Anaya, who was happy to be at the game and grateful to be crowned.
To be crowned the king, it means a lot to me. My favorite part about this homecoming experience is just being here with everybody, surrounded by all the Harlingen South Hawk students and staff and all the energy and everything that comes with it.
As for our homecoming queen, Mariah Aguado, was equally excited and extremely thankful.
Hello everyone, I'm Mariah Aguado, and I just want to say I'm very excited and very happy for this opportunity. I just want to say that I'm very grateful for my friends and family who supported me. Thank you.
Representatives from various club organizations were also present, showing their support. Congratulations to homecoming king and queen. Reporting for South Hawk News, I'm Ember Tovar.
Get a jump start on your career as an emergency medical technician at the HGISD EMT Academy. Here's Audrey Craddock with more on that.
Harlingen CISD has an EMT Academy, and it stands for Emergency Medical Technician. Some of the things that are taught here is learning different procedures such as medical calls and climatic calls.
EMT Academy started about 6-7 years ago. We want to produce EMTs, meaning emergency medical technicians. They perform a variety of skills, and they respond to different calls. For example, they respond to a lot of medical calls, and they respond to a lot of traumatic calls. So it varies depending on the situation.
The certification you earn from this course is a National Registry of Emergency Medical Technician. Once students acquire this, they move on to get state certified, which can help them get into the field a lot easier. Now, Mr. Tafoya explains about why he joined EMT.
Okay, what inspired me to become an EMT, I used to work at a bank before. I was 5 years into working, and firefighters would come through my window. The teller they told me later on what they actually did about responding to the calls, and every day is not the same thing. It's always something different. So that caught my interest, and how do I handle the stresses that comes with the job? So it's just being exposed to it a lot. You have to be exposed to something all the time to overcome fears. There's a saying that I always revert to, and it says, do the thing you fear and the death of fear is certain. So every time I was scared to do a call, I would force myself to, hey, I want to take that call, only because of the fact that I knew at some point I'd have to overcome that fear. And just being out there. If hiding and doing away or trying to not take those emergency calls was not going to help me, it was just going to hinder me, and it was not going to build me up to be the paramedic that I would be later on in the future.
If you're interested in joining EMT, speak with your counselors. I'm Audrey Craddock, and this is South Hawk News.
This past Monday, families across HGISD joined us at our Trunk and Treat. Here's Jose Rentas with the story.
Harlingen South held their trunk or treat this past Monday at South's parking lot. PTSA played a big role for the purpose of bringing families together for a fun night before Halloween. It was a huge turnout with over 3,000 pieces of candy bought and donated. Even our very own principal, Dr. Reyes, joined in on the fun.
Oh, I'm really excited. I love the turnout. We got a whole bunch of cars here, a whole bunch of kids, and the The important thing is that the community comes out, has a good time, and gets some free candy in the process.
Of course, this wouldn't have been made possible without PTSA and South's clubs coming together.
And so it's just an opportunity for our feeder schools to come in and be part of it, and our community to come in and have a free event where they get some candy and just have some fun and play some games.
PTSA organizes activities like this once a year, making this year's Trunk or Treat theme Movie Night, with trunks being decorated from various different types of movies like Trolls, Minions, Space Jam, Toy Story, and more.
I think it turned out wonderful, and I'm really glad it's on a Monday, so it gives the kids a little extra evening to celebrate Halloween and wear those costumes.
Everyone who participates in Halloween has a favorite candy, so what's yours?
M&M's, peanut M&M's is my favorite candy.
Peanut M&M's.
Man, that's a tough one, but it's gonna have to be something chocolate-based. I'm gonna have to go with Hershey's Special Dark Chocolate.
South Trunk or Treat was a great success thanks to all that participated. Reporting Hawk News, I'm Jose Rentas.
Now here's sports with Alyssa Alvarado.
Hey Hawk fans, I'm Alyssa Alvarado, giving your latest on sports. Starting off with Friday Night Lights. Last Friday, our boys had our homecoming game versus Donna High, beating them 44-7. Now, let's show you the best moments from that game. Congratulations to our boys. Now, big congratulations to our Lady Hawks volleyball, beating Brownsville Porter this past Saturday, 3-1 sets. Now, let's see their best moments. Congratulations, girls. In other news, I would like to give a shout out to Lady Hawks basketball. They'll be having their first game November 5th in San Benito at 7:30 p.m. I wish you girls luck. Can't wait to see what happens this season. That's it for sports. I'm Alyssa Alvarado. See you next time.
In other news, this year, daylight savings time ends Sunday, November 3rd, with the clock rolling back 1 hour at 2 a.m., which means we will be gaining 1 hour of sleep. If you wish to find out the latest information on upcoming events and activities at South, check out the Hawk Nation Talent newsletter. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of South Hawk News. I'm Karla River, and remember, Hawk Pride, a step above.